Today we will go and sweep a chimney, and I'll show you how it's done for those of you who have never swept a chimney before, or maybe you're just wondering how I do it. We do have a wood burning furnace. It's a forced air system, and of course we have a chimney which goes right up the middle of the house there. I don't know if you can see it up there. Anyways, I'll show you the process here. And the first thing we'll do is we'll go get the chimney sweeping brush. And the brush consists of basically a whole bunch of segments. And I happen to have a wire brush, which is over here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll lay these on the ground so you can see them. So that is the brush part. You just got your metal brush there, and obviously you gotta get this the right size for your chimney. I think mine's a 6-inch or 8-inch. I don't know, I'm not sure what that looks like. Anyways, it's the right size. It's either a 6 or an 8-inch chimney. And on this end, you got the threads, and so I've got a whole bunch of lengths of this this yellow pole, fiberglass pole, which I put together, and I can sweep the chimney. So I'll get the other pieces here. All right, so here are the rest of the pieces here. Obviously, they're all the same thing. On one end is male, and of course the other end is female. And you just thread these together, literally, end to end, just like that. Thread that on there. And I'm not sure how many pieces I got here. 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces total. Obviously, you just need as many pieces as will reach down to the bottom of your chimney. Now, I think these are, yeah, these must be 5 foot pieces, and so you should know the height of your chimney. You get enough fiberglass rods to reach down to the bottom of it. It's pretty basic, obviously. So we'll head up there, and I'll show you how to do it. And yes, I am wearing pretty ratty attire. These are my winter work overalls. Somewhat insulated, but if you look at my leg, they're completely torn to pieces. I've used them well, and they probably won't last that much longer, but obviously they're my working pants. So anyways, alright, so now I've got my poles up here. The second leg is I need to go up there, and I purposely made the ladder up here shorter so kids couldn't just easily climb up there and get into danger. Plus, that was the full length of the 2x4s that I had. I think they're 16 feet or something. And I put a permanent ladder up there just because it's a lot easier to have a permanent ladder up there than it is to worry about trying to get my aluminum ladder to stretch all the way and all that kind of stuff. And that one up there has railings built onto it. I'll show you. It's just 2x4s with 1x3s, I think, screwed across for the steps. And you see the big board at the bottom, 2x6, that's spreading out the weight. There's no screws into the roof here. That's just sitting on the roof. It's just held there by its own weight. And even at the top, it's not screwed in. It's just sitting there. And it's kind of like a scissor. It's just kind of like that. And it just kind of sits over the peak of the roof like a scissor, and it just holds itself there. So I'll show you that process. Alright, now for the walking up process. I'm going to try and do this with, let's see, with, I don't know, there's not very many hands here. Tricky. Apologize for the wobble. Alright, I'm on the base of my ladder. You can see it's just 1x3s. There's 1x6 up there, halfway up, just give it more strength. A couple of screws in it. I'm trying to walk in here and you can see what's happening here. Alright. I'm at the top here, so you can see my scissor legs over here. I think you can see them. Just going over the top here. What I do is I just right like that. Now the next thing is I need to go and put these all together. So I'm going to see if I can put this, I suppose while I'm up here I can do a nice panorama of the area. This is my little rain cap that the company who installed the lining put on there. Beautiful day there. There's a sunset. There's a tree back there. Not how much you can see, but we're a ways up here anyways. Alright, I rescued my cap. It got a bit squished. It fell down onto my front yard there. Good no one was down there. Anyways, this is just a tin rain cap made by the company that put this in. Funny thing is they didn't give me a rain cap to start with. And I said, well, what if it rains? Doesn't rain go down that big hole? And they said, oh, you shouldn't have a problem with that. And I said, well, I'd like a rain cap anyways. And so they made me this one. Anyways, so I'll pop this guy on. Now it's a little bent up, so I'm going to have to bend this a bit. It's just friction fit in the top here. Nothing special. I don't want to put it down too far, because then it's hard to get out, but it just sits there. I'll take this off when it's cold enough that it doesn't rain anymore. I can run it with the cap on, of course, but you get better draft, obviously. Sorry about all the wind, though. Wind is probably making a huge racket. I apologize for that. But anyways, I will take this off when winter is really winter. So I'll come up here one more time, but you can see what I did there. You can see the long snaking sections all screwed together. So now I gotta go take those guys apart. But the portion up here is complete. So now I gotta go down to the bottom. And I pushed all the creosote down. It wasn't too bad. I haven't had too much trouble with this chimney. It doesn't get too messy, except at the top here where it gets really cool. So the creosote condenses right there. But the rest of the way down is pretty good. So now I have to, like I said, I have to go down to the bottom of the chimney and sweep out the the creosote from the bottom there, the clean out. So I'll do that next.
Stay away from here because it's dirty here.
So these guys just come off, they're just on thread. Takes a bit of doing. I don't tighten them all the way when I'm putting it down the chimney. But you're otherwise just unthreading the sections here. So I'll be quiet and I'll speed this video up. As per usual, I forgot to show you what I was doing here. I'm just going to replay this here. So this is my, if you can see that, this is the chimney clean out at the bottom here. Take this cap off, and what you see, what you can't see, let me get my flashlight, is that's all your creosote. I cleaned out a bunch already actually before I picked up the camera. This is what I, sorry for that camera there. This is what I cleaned out, this bucket full here. So I cleaned out all that creosote. And, now I gotta go dump this. And I gotta get the rest here. And I'll swish my hand up above too because sometimes it gets so crammed down. But all in all, it wasn't too bad for creosote. But I'll clean all this out and I'll probably show you clean it out when I come back here. Alright, I'm gonna try and show you here. Again, I'm not sure what all you can see, but anyways. So, you know, it's hard holding up a flashlight and trying to take a video at the same time, but obviously there's a bunch of ash in there, so normally you'd have a shovel or something, but I don't know where mine went, so you can see it there. Just pile it onto your bucket. And what I'll do is try and stick my hand up here a bit. Yeah, there's a bit of sauce in there. And this pipe up above here, there's a bit of ash that's stuck in there because when you push it down from the top, it piles up and up and up in the chimney, and clogs up other holes. Not too much in there though, so that's alright. I'll just get a bit more from the bottom here. I'll do one more scrape into the bucket. Like I say, probably shouldn't. Better ways of doing it than using my hands, but whatever. Alright. So you can see we got last of the creosote there. You can see this is all cleaned out. That's what you're after, and it's cleaned out a bit below as well because that's kind of a collection cavity there. And I stuck my arm all the way up as well, just to see. Let's see if I can stick this in here. And, I don't know if you can see up there, but on one side you'll see the opening for the other vent there. Again, I don't know if you can see that, but and I don't know how clean it is in there. But that's how you do it. And that's what it looks like inside. So now I'll just go ahead and put the cap back on. This just prevents drafts coming back and stuff, obviously. Now the actual outflow of the furnace is this guy up here, coming off this is a big wood furnace, obviously, that we're behind. And so that obviously exhausts above it, so that needs to be clear from there, from this point, all the way up to the chimney, obviously. But you definitely need to clean the clean out nice and clean each year anyways. And that is it. That is how I sweep my chimney. I do it once a year. I started off, I never burned with wood heat, in my life. And when we bought this house 4 years ago, I guess, I it was all new for me, so I swept it once a month. The next year I swept it, I checked it, and I didn't have too much trouble. Next year I swept it maybe every 2 months. The year after that I swept it, at the beginning of the season, at the end of the season. And this year I just sweep it at the beginning of each season, and it seems to be working for me. So that is how I sweep my chimney, and I don't have a ton of trouble with creosote. I even took this guy off, this pipe, and looked inside it, and it looks fine actually, so it's not too bad. And that was after years. I hadn't checked it in 3-4 years, and so it stays hot enough in there not to get too much creosote buildup. But that is how I, anyways, sweep my chimney. Hope you found it interesting and instructional. Talk to you later.